Actually, the whole exercise, I think, was a balancing act between maintaining fiscal discipline, which the finance minister has put on herself over the last many years, at the same time figuring out a way to bring growth back in. So I think it's been done in multiple different ways. One is the building blocks, is on education, skilling, research, innovation, tech focus, that's very good. Second is picking specific sectors for high growth potential, clean energy, deep tech, so the seeds, that's a massive area actually. What they've done in agriculture is a wide coverage. What I like is also focusing on some of the fundamentals, things like nutrition, things like the elderly, things like the farmer, small industry, export capability. So it's actually, I'm actually broadening the answer to your question, because I don't think it's only about that. It's not only about, growth is not something you can flick a switch and get tomorrow. But the tools have been put in place, and the point you were making just now about the higher
relief to the middle class is very welcome, and it's going to certainly provide impetus to consumption and therefore, contributing to the virtuous cycle of investment and employment. And this was much needed at this point of time. Of course, we do expect interest rates also to come off in February to reduce, and that should provide some further impetus. But the larger point of this also would be that this is the immediate relief. But a lot of sectors that have been touched upon in the economy are areas that employ, which are very labor intensive.
Right.
And the economic activity increasing in those areas will have larger impact on employment generation.
Footwear, toys, tourism, all being identified as sectors.
Even agriculture.
Yeah.
It has enough people, but
healthcare.
Income can improve. Income can improve. So all this itself actually feeds into the virtuous cycle of therefore consumption and investments. So there are measures for the immediate and measures that will also unfold over a period of time. First of all, many of the specific interventions that are there, you alluded to some in tourism. Then there are others, for example, in exports. I think the integrated approach, cross-ministerial approach, I think is absolutely the one that is required, because in the morning also we spoke about some of the issues that have to be dealt with, which requires a cross-ministerial approach. And something CI has also been talking about, having an integrated approach. Looking at setting up this committee on ease of doing business.
Right.
And taking an integrated and focused approach on agriculture, 100 districts, all-round development.
Yeah.
Taking an integrated approach on rural, the non-farm development. Really sending some development and resilience hubs for rural areas. So these are very fine ideas, very good ideas, and certainly will unlock the potential in many areas. Creating a framework for GCCs. GCCs are already, doing well in India.
And massive job creators.
Massive job creation, and the world has demographic challenge. So it's a great opportunity for India, and to provide impetus to it, to make some, today it's happening on its own. Without really any impetus or for specific interventions. So right now, to create a facilitative framework for this, I think it's going to provide further impetus to it. Then the whole idea about the strong point of reforms and collaborating with states. I think this will provide a lot of impetus, because a lot of reforms now need to be done at the state level. Right? So a lot of the right things are there. And I think what I'm very happy to note also is that there is a lot of clarity on the mechanisms that will be used to do it. It is not just a statement without an institutional mechanism.
Thank you for watching us on CNBC TV18. For all news and updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us on all social media platforms.